down. I want you to see the fibers in his front chest. So if you see how when he does a regular push-up, he doesn't engage this much. Because he has BAM on his back, he's able to lock in a lot more fibers because it's trying to stabilize his entire body. So when you do this, this is the things that's going to help you build a better chest and a bigger chest because it has to compensate for the weight that BAM is on his back. Now his core has to be engaged because it has to keep tight. Now as much as he does this and the more consistent he is and the more eating he puts in, that's the bigger your chest is going to get. Nutrition is the biggest factor in growth.
Go pump. Go pump. Yeah.
Yo guys, one of my favorite exercises, push-ups. There we go, push-ups. There's so many different variations of push-ups. A lot of guys like to just do one push-up and not understand why their chest or why their muscles isn't growing the way that they wanted to. But you have to do different variations of pushes to actually hit all the muscle in an even way, guys, if you want to structure it. Some of the push-ups I'll show you. Show me what you know, you show what you know. How about that? I mean, I'm just gonna freestyle real quick. I know the standard push, man. Everybody should show them the standard push up. I mean, my standard push might be different from their standard.
No, there's one standard push up.
Boom! That's a standard push up, guys.
So yo. Explain why he's doing this way. A lot of times people push up with their elbows outward. So they do these. This is getting so much tension on your elbows and then a lot of pressure on your shoulder. This will definitely have an injury.
It's not good for your joints at all.
So when you see how he does it, he runs his elbow back
into a pocket.
Yep. You engage every part of the chest in this actual movement.
And then I put myself in a pocket that I sling. I actually, especially if I'm on a bar, I pull in and push out. So it's like a pull, push out. On the bar, it's like, because you practice that, keeping the pocket, keeping your core tight and keeping everything in pocket. Feel me? Standard push. Now we got diamonds. One of the best ways to work on your chest, to be able to split your chest and to get a bigger chest, guys. Diamond push-ups. If you feel like you've mastered, add a little weight or elevate your legs. After the diamond push-ups, show you some diamonds first of all. You do shorties too. I don't care if you can't do full range. Shorties is beautiful. That's what give you the bulk. And then also put in full range of motion in it. Variations, guys. We got wide push-ups. You know what I mean? We got archer push-ups. I got Bruce Guns love these. One of my favorite push-ups is what I'm working on. Hands to my waist. And I push and try to elevate, putting my whole body on my shoulders, leaning forward, going into a plank. In order to master my plank. These are some of the push-ups. I want to take all the push-ups. Akeem, show me something.
Okay. One of the exercises I like to do is to stop my momentum. I call these momentum stoppers, right?
Let's go.
This push-up actually is just almost a standard, but it helps you develop the full range of an actual motion and how you develop that entire push-up set. Because a lot of times you do these, this is great, and we do sometimes slow, but I tell people to stop. From stopping the momentum helps you to create a lot more energy. So these are the push-ups that I play around. So right here, this is one I usually like to play with.
Control strength, guys. You learn how to control your strength. And if you notice, his explosiveness is what creates that muscle to get into the memory of being used to this. So this is why he's going to control his strength. After a few tries, practices, or whatever, consistency.
My main focus is controlling and making sure that you breathe properly, because you'll be able to output so much more if your breathing is so much more intact. So exercises like that is something I like to play around with. Another one, to hit the upper pec more than anything else. I like to bring my hands turned in, bringing it up.
Notice, guys, his knees is bent a little bit. 2, putting more weight on his upper body as he leans forward and not just go down.
All right. Those are great exercises as well, especially when you want to target something different, all right? Another exercise, well, as far as push-ups. And the thing about push-ups,
compound.
It's the strongest exercise that you can do, and you can do it everywhere. Anybody that tell me you can't do a push-up, that means you're lying, because there's floors everywhere you go. Continue to do your push-up.
Let's go.
If you don't have no other exercise, make sure you do push-ups.
You don't need to buy nothing.
100 a day.
Keep the doctor away.
Keep the doctor away. And
keep your wife home to play.
Let's get it. So another one I like to play around with is something similar to what he was doing. But I play around with these, but just holding it sometimes. So I come here, all fingers, and I hold it.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the fingers too.
On the fingers.
That's different. That type is close to your eyeball.
Yo, guys, it doesn't matter how much you weigh. Go ahead.
So push-ups.
Push-ups that you like.
So, you know, a lot of people ask about, this is not my favorite push-ups, but this is push-ups I do on the regular. We do handstand push-ups. A lot of people ask, how do you get shoulders by just doing calisthenics, you know? So we do handstands. So I'm gonna show you guys just a free handstand push-up.
Off the wall. And if you cannot do it off the wall, please go onto the wall, guys. It's actually harder when you do handstand push-ups on the wall.
Yep, like you said. So if you can't do it, go on the wall. This is also hit the shoulders. So what I like to do is kick one leg. I'm moving further my low back.
Learn to do it that way.
This will allow you to gain the strength to be able to hold yourself up. Not only hold yourself up, but this will also give you the strength to be able to push. The negatives is what's going to give you the strength. Staying in the positive is going to have you get used to the balance. And that's how you get a handstand, honestly.
Yep.
You do that, practice that, repping that out, you'll get handstands faster than anyone else that does any other exercise.
And if that's too difficult, you want to do pike push-ups.
So it's similar to what I did before.
Come on the side.
Exactly.
Come on the side, bro. Let me skirt.
So you can either do it on an elevated surface or
It's on both.
yeah, okay, so this is an elevated surface right here.
Hand toe. There you go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Perfect form, guys. Forming an L right here. Feel your body going to the L, and all the pressure should be going down onto your shoulders as you go down, especially the negative. So, even if you just hold this bitch, your shoulders will strengthen. Now show it to me without the
So
the
if you
elevated.
can't do elevated, this is like the very beginning.
This
Right
also hits your upper pecs as well, guys. Yo, what do you think about reps? Does reps really matter? Do I have to do 100 reps to be able to get a chest? Do I have to do 100 reps of pull-ups and push-ups to be able to build any type of muscular growth? What is it? What about reps?
I mean,
because people ask me all the time, how many reps and sets do I do? What do you think is important for you?
I mean, depends on your goal, because a lot of times people have different goals for different things. Now, if you want to be a calisthenic athlete, to be an athlete, you have to compete in rep ranges. So rep ranges to be as such as sometimes 50 reps, 60 reps. If you want to be able to be a master of repetition, you have to continuously rep. Now, if you want to build muscle and keep it, you don't have to do as much, but your eating patterns have to be a lot different. If you're not eating 4 to 5 meals a day, you're not going to put on size. I don't care how many pull-ups you do. If you want to build a perfect chest, you have to exhaust the muscle. That's the only way you're really doing it. And now you can do that with calisthenics, you can do that with weight, or you can do that with any other form of exercise, but you have to put tension in those muscle groups. That's the only way they grow. Repetition is great when you're trying to get lean, when you're trying to get more endurance, but if you want to just build a bigger chest without the endurance and without having to do all the extra reps, put more weight onto it, you know, put resistant bands.
You do
make the
push-up with
exercise.
weights, resistant bands, yeah?
Resistant bands, weights, or just have a partner.
Tempos.
Or just have a partner on your back.
Yeah.
That's just enough weight for your body
let's
just to
go right
understand that it can't compensate.
Just like this, guys.
Like this. So adding more resistance. As you get stronger, of course, you gotta get stronger. You gotta get some muscle.
So when you get stronger, you'll be able to put a lot more tension. So if you come a little closer, come in. Come a little down, come down. I want you to see the fibers in his front chest. So if you see how when he does a regular push-up, he doesn't engage this much. Because he has BAM on his back, he's able to lock in a lot more fibers because it's trying to stabilize his entire body. So when you do this is the things that's going to help you build a better chest and a bigger chest, because it has to compensate for the weight that BAM is on his back. Now his core has to be engaged because it has to keep tight. Now as much as he does this and the more consistent he is and the more eating he puts in, that's the bigger your chest is going to get. Nutrition is the biggest factor in growth. Understand that.